As a matter of fact, the devil's job is to get you out of the spiritual mind into the sensual and carnal mind, because it's an enemy of God and it cannot submit to the laws of God. So it's going to resist the laws of God by default. But look at this. How does the enemy do that? By making you look at the wrong thing. It's a sleight of the hand. It's a bait and switch. As a matter of fact, the Bible talks about how Paul came to the Galatians and he said, "Who has bewitched you?" A sign of witchcraft is that you no longer can see Christ the way he was presented to you. You see him in a different light. And that's what happens when you're focusing on something the wrong way, then you begin to gravitate to that in the wrong way. And now that becomes your destiny and your journey. And if you don't have principles to reset you, to reboot it, or to give you conviction, you keep going in that direction. You keep going. Look at what happened to Peter. Jesus telling him a spiritual thing. He said, "I got to go to the cross. I'm going to suffer at the hands of religious people. I'm going to be crucified. I'm going to be handled in such a way. And then I'm going to be raised again on the third day." Peter grabs him to the side and says, and rebukes the Lord and tells him, "You will not go to the cross." And Jesus says, "Get thee behind me, Satan." Why? Because you are not mindful of the things of God, but you're mindful of the things of man. But how does the devil take your mind out of spiritual things? It's by what's taught. It's by what's taught. The strength of a false teacher is their teaching.